Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman's daughters are poised to follow their parents into showbiz, just so long as they don't get into any major disagreements about where their mom's career should be headed. Nicole Kidman believes that a little Aussie magic might have helped her get pregnant with her daughter Sunday Rose, who was born in 2008. When she returned to her native country to film the historical epic Australia, she left with an incredible souvenir. As she told the Australian Women's Weekly, 7 babies were conceived out of this film and only 1 was a boy. There is something up there in the Kununurra water because we all went swimming in the waterfalls, so we can call it the fertility waters now. When Sunday was born, she was a redhead like her mom, but then she gradually became a blonde like her dad. And furthermore, as Keith Urban told People magazine in 2010, "She got my wife's legs, which is very lucky for her. She sure didn't deserve mine." By age 2, Sunday was already making her dad proud with an aptitude for music. As Kidman told People, she sings incessantly. She has a repertoire of about 30 songs, the ABC song, Twinkle Twinkle, Traffic Light, So Long Farewell. And during an appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show, Kidman explained that Sunday's accent was a mixture of her mom's Aussie lilt and her southern drawl that she picked up from living in Nashville. One perk of being a celebrity kid is getting to meet your famous heroes, like when Nicole Kidman appeared on Sesame Street in 2011 and turned the occasion into Take Your Daughter to Work Day. However, Sunday Rose wasn't exactly the biggest fan of the puppet that her mom was working with that day, Oscar the Grouch. As Kidman revealed to Access Hollywood, Sunday wanted to know whether Oscar was as stinky as his home, and apparently he really does smell unpleasant.
Thank you, Oscar. You have been a very big help.
What?
Sunday's little sister, Faith Margaret, was born in 2010, and by the time that Faith was 2 years old, they were watching the animated show Shaun the Sheep together. That's when they learned that having a musician for a dad is pretty awesome. As Urban told ABC News in 2013, "There's this crazy theme song that they always have me play on the piano. I had to learn it, so I play Shaun the Sheep like all the time." A lot of Nicole Kidman's movies aren't exactly appropriate for the preschool set, but a major exception is of course Paddington. A desire to make something that her daughters could watch played a big part in Kidman's decision to star opposite the famous marmalade-loving bear, but she later became worried that she'd made a mistake by agreeing to play a villainous taxidermist who wanted to add poor Paddington to her collection. And in fact, her daughters initially thought that she was playing Paddington's mom, as she admitted to BBC Radio 5. "That's when I realized they can't go see this film. I'm vicious and awful in it." But it seems that Kidman ultimately had a change of heart. As she told Yahoo, "They watched the trailer, it must have been 50 times, and I'm not in the trailer. They were howling." And the girls clearly eventually warmed to the idea of their mom playing a villain. As Kidman explained on the Ellen DeGeneres show, "I've really got brownie points right now at school because the kids know who I am."
Nice try, bear.
Some celebrity children get normal jobs when they grow up, while others follow in their parents' footsteps. As Kidman revealed on Jimmy Kimmel Live in 2014, "My oldest daughter is interested in acting, and my youngest daughter is interested in music." Kidman also noted that Sunday didn't enjoy attending her dad's concerts, whereas Faith loved watching him perform. Urban confirmed as much during a 2015 interview with Today.
Faith, or Fifi, we call her Fifi, she's got a little pink guitar that she loves to play as well. The bongos, maracas, tambourine, triangle.
In 2015, Kidman told Vogue that her girls often joined her on movie sets, but they weren't there to watch her act. Instead, they enjoyed exploring, including the time that they handled snakes while Kidman was shooting Queen of the Desert in Morocco. Life on the road with their dad is a blast for them as well. As Kidman told Town & Country in 2016, they prefer the tour bus to a film set. You get to sleep in a bunk. You know, that whole road trip vibe. It sounds like Nicole Kidman will be happy with whatever professional path her daughters eventually settle on. As she told The Telegraph in 2014, "If my children wanted to be actors, I would support them, but I'd also want to protect them." However, in 2015, Kidman told Hello that Sunday Rose was considering a few other career options. As she put it, "Sunday wants to be a vet right now, and a party planner. Then she says she wants to be a stay-at-home mom and have 8 children." But then in 2017, Sunday took a major step towards showbiz, with her mom revealing to E! News that she was cast in a school play. But even though Kidman is the thespian in the family, Sunday actually looked to someone else to help her prepare. As Kidman recalled overhearing her saying, "You've got to get off the phone and help me with my lines, Dad." As Sunday Rose and Faith grew up and became more interested in the glitzier side of Hollywood, their parents had to start denying their requests to participate in the whole celebrity spectacle. Sometimes this meant taking the back entrance instead of going down the red carpet.
I'm still very protective.
Kidman has also admitted that it's not always easy to say no to her girls. As she explained to Vogue in 2017, sometimes they say, "I wish I was getting dressed up and going with you. I don't want them not included." So Kidman instead finds ways to allow her daughters to enjoy the perks of her work while limiting their exposure to the more intrusive aspects of fame, like the paparazzi. For example, when she took them to the Cannes Film Festival, they spent their time in France enjoying the hotel amenities. Sunday and Faith also enjoy normal family activities, like going to the movies, and when they saw Beauty and the Beast, Kidman realized that her daughters were becoming some pretty wonderful human beings, as she recalled to Who magazine. "They are generous and they are empathetic. I love that about them. They had tears rolling down their faces because they care about the Beast. They have those kind eyes." Kidman keeps it real with her kids by doing normal mom stuff, like dropping them off at school. Unfortunately, they don't always appreciate the effort she makes to be a present parent. As she admitted to Tatler in 2018, "My little one will say, 'Please don't wear your workout stuff to the school this morning. Please blow dry your hair. Please wear some makeup.'" Even when Kidman gets dressed up for red carpet events, she has to worry about her appearance being scrutinized by her girls. For example, at the 2017 SAG Awards, she wore a Gucci gown with sequined parrot heads on the shoulders. As she recalled to Net-a-Porter, "My 8-year-old said, 'You're wearing that?' My 6-year-old was like, 'What's on your shoulder?'" It's also a struggle for Kidman to wow her daughters with her industry accolades. As she revealed to Tatler, Sunday was so unimpressed with the awards that her mom received for Big Little Lies that she didn't want to display any of them on a shelf in her bedroom. However, Faith was more than happy to take the statues off her mom's hands. In 2019, Sunday and Faith had cameo appearances in season 2 of Big Little Lies. While their roles as students were quite small, their mom made sure that they still got the Hollywood treatment. As Kidman revealed to You magazine, "They're not coddled on set, and that's good for them. It's given them a stronger understanding of what I do. It's made us all closer." Kidman also explained to Access Hollywood, "I read an article about bringing your children to work and making them a part of your work if you can. And I just think that's a really good thing so that they have an understanding. They feel a part of it. They have ownership over it."
So that was what it was actually motivated by.
In 2019, Sunday and Faith made their big screen debut when they voiced hatchlings in the Angry Birds movie 2. These small voice roles were another good way for them to get their feet wet, without the added pressure of being in front of the glare of the camera. Sunday, however, did have to master the art of fake crying. After getting a tiny taste of working in front of the camera, it seems that Sunday would rather be behind it. As her mom revealed in 2020, "My oldest wants to be a filmmaker and she makes films every weekend, and her family members have been dying to work with her." Alas, as Kidman noted, Faith had a tantrum and wouldn't say the lines. "And actually, I got fired last weekend." It certainly takes guts for an up-and-coming filmmaker to fire an Oscar winner, but don't feel too bad for Faith, as both she and Sunday got additional extra work in Kidman's 2020 HBO miniseries, The Undoing. Sunday's dad is also supportive of her budding filmmaking. As Keith Urban revealed in a 2020 interview with American Country Countdown, she had taken some editing lessons to help her bring her visions to life, and he must have been proud when she got the chance to direct a stage production of the musical Annie. Her mom certainly was. As Kidman admitted to Du Jour in 2021, "All I wanted to do was whoop and holler." Sunday and Faith didn't get to walk on the red carpet for the Golden Globes, which was the first time that they appeared on a televised awards show. That's because the COVID-19 pandemic was in full swing, so they had to attend virtually. However, the girls still dressed up for the occasion in matching white dresses. Even though Kidman didn't win for her work in The Undoing, we imagine that she still enjoyed getting to do something special with her family. After all, as she admitted to Radio Times, she missed being able to take her girls to work with her after strict pandemic protocols were put in place. The lockdown was also tough on Sunday and Faith, as Kidman revealed to Glamour UK. "One of the hardest things is just watching them pine and yearn for their friends." When Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret walked their first red carpet in 2024, it was for a very special occasion, as their mom was being honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award from the American Film Institute. Getting to pick out dresses for an in-person red carpet event must have been a blast for the girls, and they decided to show off their individual styles instead of opting for matching looks. Specifically, Sunday wore a white floral print gown, while Faith sported a scarlet mermaid dress.
I think for them, they're more like, "Is my dress okay?"
Kidman told People magazine that she felt truly appreciated by her daughters on her big night, while also noting that they were looking forward to staying up late at the after party. Nicole also shared that Sunday and Faith, who were 15 and 13 at the time, were already thinking about their own future showbiz ambitions. If Kidman ever needs a manager, perhaps she should hire Sunday. After she let her watch Big Little Lies, she offered her mom some career advice. As Kidman recalled to Vogue Australia, she was like, "No, there's no more discussion. The third series has to happen. I'm sick of the talk, sick of circling it. Just get it done." Sunday and Faith might be interested in entertainment careers, but as their mom told Entertainment Tonight, any cameos in the upcoming Practical Magic sequel are off the table. Despite that snub, it seems like they're still well on their way to making their own Hollywood magic.